Friday night, took a bite of the steak, but it's still resting, and I just wanted to talk about two wines and really a distinction, like what makes a wine great. It's subjective, of course. Everyone's got their own taste, their own palate. So today, I'd already think I did a video on this, but this Nicholas Catena Zapata 2017 is the Bordeaux blend out of the Catena winery, mostly Cabernet, Malbec, and a little bit Cab Franc. It is pre-phylloxera used clonal selection, so yeah, they're not pre-phylloxera vines, but I think I planted in the mid-90s. The clones, the roots, the vines are from a pre-phylloxera era. So that's kind of cool and unique. And this blend, old school Bordeaux used to do more Malbec than Merlot. Malbec sort of fell flat over the years as far as being in Bordeaux blends. Argentina's made their resurgence. I'm even seeing it out of California. I have an Obsidian Malbec I'm going to try one of these days. But to date, the best Malbecs I've ever had were from this winery, bar none that I can remember. And it's called Argentino. I don't know. I forget the one. It's $100 from this winery, but it's phenomenally good. Phenomenally good. The delicious factor, the intensity, the elegant, all of it. So this wine is extremely elegant. This wine's a 5 out of 5 easy. I think the last time I said the same thing. It's just as impressive. It smells like it's going to be great. It's got that scorched earth thing that I have not been able to get out of Bordeaux for a while. I don't know why, but I'm getting it here. It's awesome. It's really awesome to get that scorched earth aroma on top of the blackberries, the cassis, and some of the other very specific Cabernet profile. Now, Malbec also sometimes has a blueberry component. To me, it might be in there a little bit. Maybe an unripened blueberry rather than a ripe blueberry, but still so young. The length is insane. Coat your whole palate. It's amazing. It tastes expensive. It's very enjoyable. It's going to go great with steak or any meat. Makes my mouth water. I mean, it is phenomenally good. Phenomenally good. I wish it was less expensive, but they're trying to be the Bordeaux of Argentina, and I think they've accomplished it to some degree. I think I've said it before. I might have said it there too. It reminds me of a blend between what Napa cabs are and Bordeaux is, more left Bordeaux, which is cab heavy. So phenomenal. Just phenomenal. Yesterday, I opened up a 2021 Shatter. It's Grenache from Maury, France. Côte Catalanias and Joel Gott, Charles Beeler are the two collaborative winemakers on this. I used to love this wine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's in the 20s. It's fine. And when you compare this to this one on the nose, this just smells like it's going to be cheaper. There's this specific aroma I get with wines that are a certain price point or certain quality, and it's this volatile acidity, this slightly vinegary sort of aroma, always there. It doesn't mean it's on the palate, but I smell it a lot. Sometimes it'll blow off, sometimes it won't. I had this wine yesterday. It didn't knock my socks off at all. It was a decent wine. It's tasting better today. To be honest, it tastes way better today. It's not amazing on the nose. On the palate, it's not half bad for in the 20s, but it's just out of its class compared to this. It's just not in the same league. It just has this level of minerality and that scorched earth on the nose. There is sense of minerality that is on the nose. I'm stealing that concept from some YouTubers I was watching, and they use that pretty often, where a high quality wine will have a certain level of an aroma of minerality on it. And again, subjective term, what the hell does minerality mean? But you kind of when you compare two wines, you get a volatile acidity here, and you don't get it here, but you get something else, and it seems to make sense that it's sort of some level of minerality. So anyway, that's it. Catena from the couch tonight. Gonna go back to my steak and absolutely enjoy it with the rest of this bottle. I think it was about 3/4 full. I'll have some now and some with some cheese later. And yeah, this Shatter's not half bad. I don't know if I buy it again, maybe. That Rioja at sub 20 just for a weekday red is just way better. And I'd prefer it over that almost every day of the week. So I would just go with that rather than this wine. So this probably ended up being on my do not try again list as long as I remember that. I always kind of forget. Had this wine in the past. I think the very first time I had it, I was really into it. And since then, it's kind of fallen a little bit flat. But a good wine for the price. Anyway, talked way too much about that wine. But that's it. Have a good night.